There's the Fox body. The old 86. So right now, I have an issue, and it's this. So that is the rear axle right now. Not good. If you guys see my other video, you'll know that this happened when I was driving home from a show on Sunday. What's today? Friday, so I guess that was 5 days ago. So I was screwing around racing a Subaru going about $140, and this bearing let loose, and let's just say it wasn't good. So I was going to try to find a rear axle assembly. This one is out of a 96 GT, and I've done a lot of stuff to it. The axles are a 31 spline. It's got a different diff in it. But instead, I bought this in all of its glory. So this is an 8.8, and as you can see, it is a hell of a lot better than what I had before. So I was at some point going to have to upgrade axles and everything else. But I don't know. This was a way better deal. So this is a 8.8. It's got 31-ish spline axles, or not 31, sorry, 35 spline axles. It's got a spool in the rear end. It's obviously got a diff cover with bearing support. It's got the spherical bushings. It's got a C-clip eliminator kit. It's got the 1/2-inch extended studs. This thing's ready to rock. And it's got 373 gears in it. So I'm gonna clean this bad boy up and try to get it ready to go into tonight. Oh, it's also got, you can see the axle tubes are welded, so that's a bonus. So it's a pretty good little setup. So I got it today. I'm just cleaning up the assembly a little bit. The brakes are gonna go, I've got different calipers, I've got different rotors, so that stuff's gonna go away. I also had some other tabs welded on here. I'm not quite sure what that was all about, but I don't know. We'll see. These spherical bushings don't look like they're in bad shape. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. This one's a little looser than the other one, but they're not in bad shape. I'm pretty excited. So I'm gonna try to clean this rear axle assembly up a little bit tonight. And I figured, why not chat a little bit with you guys, or at least let you guys come along for the ride. So this is gonna go in the car. I was kind of debating on whether or not I wanted to take the calipers off now. I don't really want to, I don't know. I'm gonna ditch the rotors. I'm gonna ditch the calipers. So I figured, why not just ditch them now and then do a little bit more cleanup on this guy and get it in. I mean, this side's a little easier to see. The welds are not terribly impressive, but they're not terrible either. Oops, sorry. So you can kind of see there's the C-clip kit. That's welded on. That's a little bit better, you can see. So this thing's got a lot of work done to it. I also want to drain the fluid. I don't know how long it's been sitting, so I want to drain the fluid out and check and see what kind of shape it's in. But for now, it's kind of it. I'm still in awe that the rear axle assembly in my car, I don't even know how that bearing blew out. No idea. I'm still pretty shocked by that. I don't even know what the hell to do about it. I'm gonna take that old assembly out tonight. That's the plan. It's my daughter's car. It's probably faster than mine right now. I'm going to take this. See how bad that axle is? That thing was riding on there pretty good, and even internally, yeah, it's hard to see, but it's pretty screwed up all the way in there. It's insane that it didn't just throw me off to the side of the road. I don't know. But I got to start taking this out. I got the brakes off. I got to get the shocks off. There's a lot to do here. But it is what it is. Could be worse. I'm glad the car's not destroyed. So that's that. The other side, surprisingly, so this side, this is the passenger side. And you can see this one was leaking a little bit of fluid. This is diff fluid coming out the axle tube. And this is the side that when I was putting the bearing in, literally I had it lined up right, tapped it once, and it just disintegrated the bearing. But it looks all right over here. I don't know. I was thinking maybe this side was, I don't know, maybe it was leaking, and then it, I don't know, caused the axle to go low on fluid. What does I think? Oh yeah. But hopefully I'll have this done soon. I really want some more miles. Right now there's a lot of snow outside, so can't really do anything about it. But I wanted to get some more miles on it soon so I can have it on the dyno, try to get some good data before I get the blower parts back. I get, hopefully, the blower parts back soon. That is the blower. And I'm hoping soon. So I've got a new propeller coming and a new compressor housing. And it'll be a hell of a lot better than it was. So I get a hell of a lot more boost. Right now I think I get like 8 pounds max, especially with the engine the way it is, pushes a lot more air. But here's the brakes I got. I ended up getting a power stop kit, and it comes with rotors and pads. And I actually put these on my I put these on out. So here's my wife's Expedition. It's got a power stop, slotted rotors, and the pads. And this thing stops really good, really good. So I don't know. Here's what it is. I'm gonna try to clean this bad boy up a little bit more though. See what's going on with it. So I want to try to turn my phone right now. I'm going to see if I can. Let's see. There we go. I'm trying to make the chat visible. Right now I can't see anything. I'll try. I gotta have it the other way. Hopefully we're gonna stay safe out there. This whole virus stuff is pretty ridiculous. I don't know there's some people making a joke out of it. There's some people making a big deal out of it. There's people fighting over toilet paper. There's really don't understand why people, during times like this, everybody's out of work. I shouldn't say everybody, but there's a lot of people that are out of work. There's a lot of people that can't work. There's a lot of jobs down. Why the hell aren't we getting along with each other? We're trying to be healthy human beings. I do, for those of you that don't know, I do electrical and automation work. I own my own company, and I've been fielding a lot of calls lately that have to do with, businesses that had to lay off a bunch of employees, or people that just, quite frankly, can't pay the bills because their company's not open. And I've been giving my time away for those people, so hopefully I can give back a little bit to the community. I know that there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do with electrical and automation work to give back to people, but this is what it is. I had a customer call me today. There was a workout facility close to where I was at. It had been there for a long time. They had to lay off over 40 people, and the one guy that was still working called me because he had a smoke alarm. It's an old building, so it's not tied to a fire alarm panel, but he had a smoke alarm that had been going off for a few days, and he's like, man, I can't handle the noise anymore. So he had called me, and I'm just like, man, I can't bill you for this, So I helped him. I got it so that the smoke alarm wasn't going off anymore. And I said, hey man, I wish you the best of luck, but I can't, in good conscience, bill you for something like this during a time like this. So hopefully you guys are being kind to other people out there. Do what you can to help other people out. It's the right thing to do. Nobody wants things to be shut down. Nobody wants people to be going through hard times like this. So help each other out. Do what you can. It's only the right thing to do. I mean, we all have to do our part, right? We all have to try to help each other out. It's basic humanity. Be nice to each other. Hopefully everybody can pay it forward a little bit. I know you guys have seen some of the things I do on this channel. Pay it forward garage is one of those. I'm in a spot in my life now where I can give back a little bit of what I've learned, and a little bit of time, a little bit of money to people that are struggling, or people that just don't know how to do things. That's what we should be doing as humanity, is people. Give back to our community, give back to people. I know nobody wants to work for free, but at some point, you got to be good to people. Anyway, and rant. So, I think what I want to do on this, I'm going to clean it up, and I like on the intake, I put a little bit of red in there. I think what I want to do to match that is on the rear end here. I think I'm going to clean all this up right here. And then I'm going to paint some red in there, and then I'm going to take off everything that's raised, and it'll just be left with red internally in here. I think that'll look really cool. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. And the rest of this, I'll just clean it up a little bit. You can see the axle's obviously been it's been sitting a little bit. It doesn't have a whole lot of time on it, so that part of it I was kind of stoked about. I didn't want to get something that had been beat up, so hopefully this will work good for my needs. And I'd read a little bit that the TKO 600 I have in my car was not supposed to have more steeper than a 355 gear, which is what I have in it. This is a 373, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that is. I'm sure it's just part of the gear ratio, but the TKOs are kind of particular sometimes about the RPMs and all that stuff. So, but I think this is going to work really good for what I need. So, be awesome. I'm so excited to get this in the car. I am curious to see how driving with a spool on the street is. I've heard some good and bad. If you guys have any experience with it, leave it in the comments below, because I'm curious to hear your opinions on what the driving with a spool is like. So I'm gonna find out soon enough. And I was also curious, I was thinking maybe this was for an anti-roll bar kit. I think that's what that's for. Those usually mount up in between the frame rails on these Fox bodies, and then it basically just makes it so that it doesn't go side to side. There's no sway in it. There's a bar that mounts like up above the axle, and then it's got a rod that goes down to here and also to here. So if I want to add that in the future, I think that this would be a really good axle for that. So, and if you guys haven't seen, look at that. This is my my old seats out of my 86, and I decided to make a little bench out of them. Oh man, I love this. I love these things. Flipping awesome. They're really comfortable, and as long as my light on, as long as you leave the seat forward a little bit, when you lean back, your center of gravity is like right here, so it won't tip over. So that part of it's really cool too. So get a nice look at my garage here. One of my favorite views right here. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of rest, a little bit of relaxation. Ah, yeah. Enjoy seats, my car, my wife that comes to say hi, as she's smiling at me. She's probably the only one watching this right now. I'm going to bet.
I'll watch you, but I love you.
But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night, and you'll be seeing a video of this axle going in the car very soon. See you guys later. Have a good night. You want to say goodbye?
No.